If you've been buying orchid fertilizer every few weeks, you may be spending money your orchid doesn't actually need. For the past year, I haven't bought a single bottle of orchid fertilizer, and one simple splash of hydrogen peroxide has helped keep my orchids healthy and blooming beautifully. The surprising part is that the peroxide isn't acting like a fertilizer at all. It's solving the problem that prevents many orchids from thriving in the first place. Most people assume an orchid stops blooming because it's hungry, so they buy another expensive fertilizer, increase the dosage, or feed more often. But in many cases, the real problem isn't a lack of nutrients. It's what's happening around the roots, where you can't see it. An orchid's roots are unlike the roots of most houseplants. They aren't designed to stay buried in heavy, wet soil. In nature, many orchids grow attached to tree branches, where their roots are constantly exposed to fresh air, gentle rain, and plenty of oxygen. Even when we grow them in bark or moss, those roots still need excellent airflow to stay healthy. Over time, however, moisture, bits of decaying bark, algae, fungi, and bacteria begin building up around the root system. None of these problems happen overnight, which is why most people never notice them. The orchid simply starts producing fewer flowers. New leaves grow more slowly. The roots lose their bright green color and become dull or brown. Eventually, people assume the plant needs more fertilizer, when in reality, the roots are struggling to absorb what they're already getting. This is where ordinary 3% hydrogen peroxide can become surprisingly useful. Hydrogen peroxide naturally breaks down into water and oxygen. That's exactly why you see those tiny bubbles when it touches organic material. Those bubbles are oxygen being released. Around the surface of the roots and the growing medium, this process helps freshen the environment while reducing some of the microorganisms that prefer constantly damp conditions. Think of it like opening the windows in a stuffy room. The furniture hasn't changed. The room hasn't gotten bigger, but fresh air immediately makes the space healthier. Hydrogen peroxide does something similar for the area surrounding your orchid's roots. That doesn't mean hydrogen peroxide replaces fertilizer forever. That's one of the biggest misunderstandings on the internet. Fertilizer provides nutrients. Hydrogen peroxide doesn't. What it does is help create healthier root conditions, allowing the orchid to make better use of water and nutrients already available. In many situations, that means you can fertilize much less often instead of constantly adding more products. The best part is that the method is incredibly simple. Always use regular 3% hydrogen peroxide, the kind commonly sold in pharmacies. Stronger concentrations should never be poured directly onto orchids because they can damage delicate root tissue. Before applying it, inspect your orchid. If the roots look firm, green, or silvery, and the leaves remain healthy, you're simply doing preventive maintenance. If you already have mushy black roots with a foul smell, hydrogen peroxide alone won't fix severe root rot. Those damaged roots need to be trimmed first before the plant can recover. For a healthy orchid, lightly pour a small amount of 3% hydrogen peroxide over the bark or potting mix until it reaches the root zone. You don't need to soak the entire pot. A little goes a long way. You'll probably notice gentle bubbling almost immediately. That's perfectly normal. Allow the peroxide to finish reacting. Then, let the pot drain completely. Never leave the orchid sitting in standing water afterward. Healthy orchids prefer moisture followed by air, not constant wetness. You also don't need to do this every week. Once every 3 to 4 weeks is usually more than enough as part of regular maintenance. Using hydrogen peroxide too frequently can disrupt beneficial microorganisms that also live around healthy roots. Like many good gardening habits, moderation produces the best results. There's another mistake many orchid owners make that no fertilizer can fix. They water on a schedule instead of watering when the orchid actually needs it. Some people water every Saturday, simply because it's Saturday. But orchids don't own calendars. They respond to moisture levels. If the bark is still damp, adding more water keeps reducing airflow around the roots. Eventually, healthy roots begin declining without anyone realizing why. Instead, lift the pot, feel its weight. Look at the roots through the side of a clear plastic pot if possible. Silver or light gray roots usually mean it's time to water. Bright green roots usually mean they're still hydrated. That one habit often makes a bigger difference than buying another expensive bottle from the garden center. Here's something many experienced growers quietly understand. Garden stores naturally make more money selling specialty fertilizers, bloom boosters, root stimulators, vitamin solutions, flowering enhancers, and dozens of other products than they do teaching proper watering habits. The healthier your root system is, the fewer products you'll often feel the need to buy. That doesn't mean those products never have value. Some certainly do. But many struggling orchids don't need another supplement. They need healthier roots. There's also one extra tip that's completely free. Give your orchid plenty of moving air. A small ceiling fan nearby or simply opening a window for a while can dramatically reduce excess moisture around the leaves and roots. Orchids evolved in environments with constant airflow. Recreating even a little of that indoors helps discourage fungal problems and keeps the plant much happier over time. Healthy orchids usually come down to simple habits rather than expensive routines. Good airflow, proper watering, clean roots, occasional feeding instead of constant feeding, and every few weeks a small splash of hydrogen peroxide to help keep the root zone fresh. Those little habits often produce the biggest blooms. I'm curious to hear about your orchids. What type are you growing? How old is your plant? Which state are you watching from? And have you ever tried using hydrogen peroxide on your orchids? Share your experience in the comments. I always enjoy hearing what has worked for other growers, because some of the best gardening advice comes from real experience. One final thing to remember is that orchids don't usually struggle because they need more products. More often, they struggle because their basic needs aren't being met consistently. Healthy roots, bright indirect light, good airflow, and careful watering will almost always have a bigger impact than buying another expensive fertilizer. Hydrogen peroxide isn't a miracle solution, but it can be a simple tool that helps keep the root zone healthier when used correctly. Combined with good growing habits, it can make caring for orchids much easier and much less expensive over time. Sometimes the biggest secret isn't adding more, it's removing the unnecessary. Focus on creating the right environment and let your orchid do what nature designed it to do. You may be surprised by how beautifully it rewards your patience. In the next video, I'll share another forgotten household trick that experienced orchid growers have quietly used for years.